So in the end, the torturer wasn't just a monster hiding in the dungeon was yours. Behind the town hall, past a door no one knocked on, was your workspace, the room, stone walls, one flickering torch, a table that looked like it had always existed. Tools hung neatly on the wall, some with gears, some with teeth. One just rattled on its own. You left that one alone. And the bucket, always the bucket. Gregor made sure it was clean, not for ethics, for professionalism. Messy work is lazy work, he said. So you swept, polished and replaced frayed rope. No decoration, no flowers. Just a shelf for your gloves and a bench where you sat and tried not to feel anything. You had to do math. The bad kind. You didn't just turn wheels randomly, you had to know things. Like how many turns a shoulder could take before something snapped. You didn't learn that from books. You learned by watching. 3 turns for fear, 4 for truth, 5 for stop lying about the goat. Your work was about control, not chaos. You had to calculate exactly how much pain was officially acceptable. Too little and you failed. Too much and the bishop got involved. It was a strange kind of skill, and people came to rely on it. Give him the usual, they'd say, like ordering soup. No one said, thank you. You weren't a monster. You were just the guy who handled the messy jobs no one else wanted to admit existed. And after the job was done, silence. The magistrate would pretend not to know your name. The merchant who tipped you off would overcharge you for carrots. Even the priest would avoid eye contact. You didn't get gratitude, you got solitude, a locked door, and maybe a loaf of bread that was only slightly stale. The job never really ends. You weren't paid well. In fact, some weeks you got coins, other weeks you got cheese. Once someone gave you a chicken that looked terrified. There was no retirement plan, no thank you note, no pension, just slow hands, stiff knees, and one day, silence. Gregor handed you his gloves and disappeared. You assumed he died cleaning something sharp. You stayed, because where would you even go? Who wants a guy with rope skills and a reputation? The reputation follows. Even if you stopped, people wouldn't forget. You weren't a craftsman, you were the guy with the room. And so you trained someone else. Quiet kid, asked strange questions, just like you did once. So in the end, the torturer wasn't just a monster hiding in the dungeon.